So I'm very excited. The winter squash that I sowed exactly a week ago today has germinated already. Yay! There you go. 3 little sprouts. And that took easily 3 weeks in the spring to germinate, but that's what a bit of heat does for you. I'll show you the success of my tomatoes while we're in here. They're absolutely going wild. Masses of flowers. And the fruit is starting to set quite nicely now as well. As we all know, however, with tomatoes, you never know until you're picking them off the trusses. Or could get struck down with blight or anything at any minute. But fingers crossed, things are looking really good for these tomatoes. Also, my chilies are doing really well. Look, a flower. I'm a first time chilli grower, so I'm excited that something's happening. These are the other trays that I planted as well at the same time last week. So everything's coming on lovely. I've got a big tray rocket, tray Mizuna, which germinated within a couple of days. I've got tray Swedes. They're the main ones that have germinated, but I've got some perpetua spinach, a little bit of chard, a little bit of kale in that one. Oh, actually, yeah. I was just going to say my winter cabbages haven't germinated yet, but they have, as of this morning. There's a few there, just started. Anyway, I'm up at the allotment now, as you see. Check out my lovely rose. I've been waiting for, I think I put this in about 3 years ago, and this is the first time, certainly the first time it's flowered, but now it's climbing right up, so it's lovely. It's got a nice smell as well. I've headed up to the allotment nice and early this morning because the weatherman said it's going to be really hot today. Actually, I didn't believe him because it was really grey and cloudy this morning at 7 o'clock, but now we've got blue sky, so I think he's right. Our allotments are pretty exposed for wind and sun, so I cannot take the heat, so I need to get started and get what I need to get done. I'm quite excited because it's a harvest day. I didn't realise, I came up yesterday and suddenly remembered my garlic, and it's way ready to be harvested, so I'm going to do that right now. The garlic's a little bit swamped with the onions and the wild poppies that are in there, but if you can see that line of yellow or brown leaves, straggly leaves that are sticking up, that's the garlic. It all needs to come out. First one. I tend to only kind of have moderate success with my garlic, and it looks like it's going to be the same again this year. I always manage to grow a crop successfully, but the bulbs are always rather small. Not to worry, as long as I get something. Yeah, small as usual. I don't know why. There you go, it's just a small crop. I seem to recall that I wasn't going to plant garlic because I thought I would have enough from the previous year, which didn't turn out to be true. And I think I just pushed in little cloves from a shop bought garlic. So maybe that's why they're small, or maybe they were just overcrowded because I don't do enough weeding and I tend to cram everything in. That's probably more likely. Anyway, that's a canny little haul. Eat enough with that. Yes, it's that time of year again, the time of the potato reveal. I've got 2 rows of first earlies here. They're a type called Home Guard. I've been wanting to have a little look for a while now. I think they're probably ready. I'm just going to dig up one plant today though. We'll see what we've got. I wanted to leave my potatoes as long as I can this year just to get them bigger, you know, so I can get the most out of them. This variety, we grew them last year. We didn't get a very big crop. I can't remember why now. There was some kind of issue with where I had them planted, but they were actually very nice potatoes, so I wanted to try them again. Ta-da! Looks quite nice. First potato of the year. Yeah, looking nice. You tiddlers. There's the seed. So that's it after that first plant. Not very many, but they're really good size and they look really healthy. I'm going to dig up more, as that's not enough for a meal anyway. See what else we can find. See, that's a group. Is that a weed? No. There's one. Nice. Oh, get me out of the sun. It's too hot for me already. Us gingers can't take it, you know. There you go. That's off 2 plants. Happy with it. The potatoes are lovely size. Look lovely and healthy. They've got a bit of rust on the skin, but that's all right. It doesn't affect them. Yeah. So I think I'm just going to try and dig them up as I use them, rather than digging them all up together. The courgettes are coming on at last. There's fruit starting to form. Whether you can see that from there, there's too much in the way. It's a lovely big flower. That's a female because it's got the fruit. You can see the little courgette behind it. It needs to be pollinated with a male flower. You can tell the male flowers because rather than having a fruit behind the flower, there's just a long thin stalk. That's just a little one. I'm going to help it by pollinating it, because there's not many male flowers opening, so I'll just show you that. So that's the little male flower. I'm just gonna, hasn't quite opened, I'm just gonna take off the petals like that to leave the little inner, is it a stamen? Who knows? And then I'm gonna just touch it inside the female flower. Just push it on there somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where it's meant to go. Just give it a bit of a rub around though. And that is pollinating it, and it means your courgettes are going to grow rather than just staying stunted. Do you think that's enough? We'll see it is. I've got some sprouting broccoli here to harvest as well. Already taken the main stalk off this one, and I let the side shoots grow, and I've got lots here. The cabbages have eventually started to head up. I grew these last year and I just used the seed up that I'd already had. Last year I didn't get any to head up at all, I think, hardly at all. But this year they're doing a lot better, so I'm going to take one now. Yay! The hens are in for a treat today. I've got all this lovely kale. The kale's beautiful. Great big leaves. And I'll give them all these outer leaves off the cabbage. I'm going to get this lot bagged up now, and I think I'll go home and get out this sun. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.